In the plan itself, Krupp stated that the turn of political events is in line with the wishes which I myself and the board of directors have cherished for a long time. What Krupp meant by this statement is fully shown by the draft text of a speech which he planned to deliver in the University of Berlin in January 1944. Though the speech was in fact never delivered, referring to the years 1919 to 1933, Krupp wrote, "It is the one great merit of the entire German war economy that it did not remain idle during those bad years, even though its activity could not be brought to light for obvious reasons. Through years of secret work, scientific and basic groundwork was laid in order to be ready again to work for the German armed forces at the appointed hour, without loss of time or experience. Only through the secret activity of the German enterprise, together with experience gained meanwhile through production of peace time goods, was it possible after 1933 to fall into step with the new tasks arrived at, restoring Germany's military power." In October 1933, Germany withdrew from the International Disarmament Conference and League of Nations. In 1935, the Nazi government decided to take the first open steps to free itself from its obligations under the Treaty of Versailles. On the 10th March 1935, the defendant Göring announced that Germany was building a military air force. 6 days later, on the 16th March 1935, a law was passed bearing the signatures, among others, of the defendants Göring, Hess, Frank, Frick, Schacht, and von Neurath, instituting compulsory military service and fixing the establishment of the German army at a peacetime strength of 500,000 men. In an endeavor to reassure public opinion in other countries, the government announced on the 21st of May 1935 that Germany would, though renouncing the disarmament clauses, still respect the territorial limitations of the Versailles Treaty and would comply with the Locarno Facts. Nevertheless, on the very day of this announcement, the secret Reich Defense Law was passed and its publication forbidden by Hitler. In this law, the powers and duties of the Chancellor and other ministers were defined. Should Germany become involved in a war, it is clear from this law that by May of 1935, Hitler and his government had arrived at the stage in the carrying out of their policies when it was necessary for them to have in existence the requisite machinery for the administration and government of Germany in the event of their policy leading to war. At the same time that this preparation of the German economy for war was being carried out, the German armed forces themselves were preparing for a rebuilding of Germany's armed strength. The German Navy was particularly active in this regard. The official German naval historians, Assmann and Gladisch, admit that the Treaty of Versailles had only been in force for a few months before it was violated, particularly in the construction of a new submarine arm. The publications of Captain Schlusser and Oberst Scherf, both of which were sponsored by the defendant Raeder, were designed to show the German people the nature of the Navy's effort to rearm in defiance of the Treaty of Versailles. The full details of these publications have been given in evidence. On the 12th May 1934, the defendant Raeder issued the top secret armament plan for what was called the Third Armament Phase. This contained the sentence, all theoretical and practical, a preparation are to be drawn up with a primary view to readiness for a war without any alert period.